Day 2, doing a video for YouTube for a 10-day streak of doing videos. Stories from my 50 years of life, over 50 years of life. I'm going to start with growing up in Chicago, immigrant parents from South America. So I knew from the beginning I was kind of different than the other people around me. Of course, there's other people around me who came from other countries. In the suburb I lived in, there were many people that had been there for generations. So I was a little bit, my family was a little bit off that beaten track. Maybe that's what started me off feeling as if I was off the beaten track for all the way up to where I am now in life. Always feeling off the beaten track. And I love being off the beaten track. I love that everything that comes my way, the ideas, my first thought of when people say the way things are, my first thought is to kind of say, really? Is it really like that? All kinds of radical ideas. And then there's things that through the years, of course, I have bought hook, line, and sinker to be the truth. And in these past 5 years, I tell you, all the things I thought were absolutely true have been kind of turned upside down. And I am realizing that, wow, our brains seem to be very malleable, very susceptible to propaganda, basically. And I'm really grateful to be aware of that and to be questioning everything that comes my way. Things like this person is evil and that person is good. And we're going to say that millions of times until it sinks into people's brains as the truth. But even if they say it a million times, it doesn't mean that it's true. So, you need evidence. You need actual substance behind things, not snippets of out of context information. So I'm speaking in code here, of course, because I guess I'm trying not to ruffle any feathers, but I don't know that that's possible, not to ruffle any feathers. And I don't know that that's the right way to go in this life, to avoid ruffling any feathers. God knows I have ruffled feathers. I barely make a peep and I ruffle feathers. It's amazing. It's amazing, there's just I feel like in this world, there's just such a condensed amount of people who are going down this path like a flock of birds or like a school of fish, and there's so much momentum going that way, and then I feel like myself and some other people as well, many other people who I really admire, kind of jump out of that stream and start making waves over here and waves over there and saying I don't know, I'm going to question that. Anyway, that's what I think. I like being out of that stream personally. And I love when people join me outside of that stream. And I love people who kind of guide me out of that stream, because it's really hypnotizing. It's just it's so easy to go in there and you got a lot of company, and that is, nice. It's nice to be part of a big group. It's nice to be part of a big, hurrah, we're all doing this. This is the right thing to do. It's energizing. And stepping out is kind of nerve-wracking. And and really kind of stretches. Like, I know it stretches me out of my comfort zone. Often makes me feel like, oh, I'm all alone, until I find those others. And I love finding those others. And so, with all that, I have found great leaders in that arena. I have to do a shout out to Dan Coe. He's a great independent thinker and challenges the status quo, such as things like education. Amazing. Oh my God. Who in the world like challenges the idea of education? It's supposed to be the all end all answer. I don't mean education in the sense of learning new things. I mean the Institute of Education. I mean the college institutes. Dan Coe will challenge that, or the school systems. Is it worth thinking about that? Thinking about maybe the school institutions are kind of programming us to all think the same way, opposed to thinking independently? I certainly think that there is truth there. When I think about how history has been taught, and that what I've learned as an adult to be more accurate histories, when it comes to how the United States was founded, or how our money system has been established, that's quite the rabbit hole to go down, to think about our monetary system and our paper system. There's no backing to our paper dollars. There's no gold backing our paper dollars. It's simply a note that says in the future something's going to be paid. And there are trillions and trillions of dollars that are supposedly going to be paid in the future. I don't know where those trillions and trillions of dollars are going to come from, but that is the system. It doesn't seem sustainable to me. It sounds kind of familiar to ancient history, like perhaps the Roman Empire. But the school system kind of indoctrinates people to believe in the way things are run nowadays, that this is all normal, this all makes sense, just kind of stay along the path, just have faith in our government, which has expanded and expanded to be more intrusive on our personal rights, if you ask me. But again, I am off the beaten track. Just wanted to talk a little bit about how I'm off the beaten track, and how I really appreciate those others, all of you other people who are off the beaten track, questioning all the things that we've been taught from the time we were children are normal, and now we're starting to question it because of I know I can only speak for myself. Lots of things that have happened in the past 5 years. And if you are like me, if you are questioning, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear any comments of how your mind has been changed or even blown. I feel like my mind has been blown. I say things now that I never would have imagined I'd say. I think things now that I never imagined I would think. But I'm thinking critically. That's what I learned in nursing school. Think critically. And what I thought about that idea was like, what does that mean, think critically? And I've gone down a rabbit hole with it. I've taken that on seriously. They said to think critically. Well, I'm thinking critically. Let me know if you are too. Have a fantastic day.